What's going on, guys? This is Justin Shield with Chaotic Real Estate Solutions. Today I am over here in Cedartown, Georgia, checking out our new construction project right here behind us. And I want to kind of go over some things that a lot of people may not talk about, but I want to talk about the numbers on new construction versus flipping. So when I am flipping properties, buying distressed properties and fixing them up, I'm typically buying around 70 to 78% of ARV minus repairs. And I usually use the same method with new construction as well, but it's a little bit different because what you're basically going to do is you're going to look up the comps of the property. What is the ARV of a new construction project in a certain area? And you're going to look at the numbers, times it by 70, 75%, okay? And then you're going to minus the cost of new construction, and that will give you what you can pay for the lot. Now, on this particular build behind me, I bought this property in Cedartown, Georgia about 7 months ago. I paid $8,000 for this lot, and I purchased the lot for $8,000. I didn't have to clear it. It was already cleared. It was just grass, so that didn't cost me any money. But basically $8,000 for the lot, and I spent $176,000, or that's my budget. $176,000 is my budget for a brand new construction house right here. Now, this is a 1,300 square foot house. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath. And the comps in this area are around 200 to 220 for renovated properties and around 240 to 260 for brand new construction. Now, one thing about our house is it is the only one in this area with a garage. All the houses in this area do not have garages. They're actually just kind of like small 1,100 to 1,300 square foot houses, 3-bed, 2-bath. Ours is 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,300 square foot, but also has a garage. So we do plan to sell this house for around $249. And at $249 minus, let's call it $190, probably all in, we should do pretty well on this one after realtor costs, closing costs, fees, interest, stuff like that. We should make about a $35,000 profit on this new construction project. Now, I do not do a lot of new construction. Typically, I do maybe 1 or 2 new constructions at a time, and I typically don't do more than about 10 to 12 per year on average. I primarily like to flip houses. Flipping is a little easier, a little faster, in my opinion. And as long as you're not having to do full gut renovations, typically they're pretty just smooth operating flips. Now, with new construction, the caveat is with new construction is there's less surprises. So oftentimes you are able to keep your numbers a lot more on point than when you're doing flips, because sometimes when you're doing flips, you will get into a project, start tearing down walls or whatever, and then you find mold or wiring issues, plumbing issues or whatever that you did not see during your initial inspection. So with new construction, you're figuring it out all from the get-go. Like, this is what my cost is for the lot, this is how much it's going to cost me to build. There's really no surprises in there. You're just building a house from the ground up, so everything's already calculated in there. Versus when you're flipping, sometimes you have surprises, and surprises can suck. But with that said, I do like doing flips. I like the entry-level flips, though. I try to do the cheaper homes, the homes that are in the $150,000 to $350,000 range for like new homeowners, entry-level kind of homes. The new construction on higher-end houses, obviously there is more profit there, but it also takes a lot more time to do the flip, and you're tying up a lot more money. I have a friend of mine right now. He is building a house over in Marietta. It's a $4.5 million home. It is costing him $3.2 million to build the house, and he's been building it for a year and a half now. He will be done in about a month or 2. So let's just call it 2 years. 2 years to make $800,000 or $900,000 on one flip. Okay, that is great money. Don't get me wrong. That's great money. You're making almost $1 million in, so you're making about $500,000 a year, basically, for one flip. It's good, but you're tying up $3 million for almost 2 years. That's a lot of money to tie up, a lot of resources to tie up, and a lot of time for one deal. I like having kind of cash flow throughout, so I can do a flip here, a flip here, a flip here. I can do new construction here, new construction here, and do all these little cheap ones, and I'm making, 30 grand a month, 30 grand a month, 30 grand a month, 40 grand, 50 grand, whatever. And I'm making all these residual flips as I'm getting done with them. Okay, here's another one done. Let's buy this one now. that one sells. Okay, now I'm flipping that one into another one, and I just can continue to make residual income, kind of like having a nice steady cash flow. So that's how I run my business. I know a lot of people run things different ways, but at any given time, I'm usually doing between 3 and 6 flips at a time, and I'm usually doing between 1 and 2 new construction at a time. You can make a lot of money in real estate as an investor. It doesn't matter if you're wholesaling, it doesn't matter if you're fix and flipping, doing new construction, or if you're just doing rentals. But guys, if you want to make a lot of money in real estate, follow this channel, watch out for stuff, because I'm writing some more books. I'm writing a new book on marketing soon, writing a new book on fix and flipping. I'm going to have a home buyer's guide. I'm also planning on writing a book about creative finance and subject twos and how you can implement that in your business to buy rental properties. But basically anything involved in real estate I have done at this point. But definitely make sure to check out my new book, Wholesale Hustlers, if you haven't already, and it will teach you how to start buying, or not start buying, but start investing in real estate with almost no money. So if you have ever wanted to get in real estate and don't know where to start, wholesaling is how I started 9 years ago, and now I'm a full-time investor flipping houses, doing about 60 flips per year, as well as new construction. So anyways, if anyone has any questions about new construction or flipping in general, definitely leave a comment below and I'll try to answer it in a future video. But definitely like and subscribe to the video. I look forward to getting on here and being a lot more active. Thanks, guys.